So I'm sitting here in my usual spot by the kitchen window, just playing with my planner, and I thought I'd quickly show you the February setup that is based on the setup I had. The setup I developed in my January planner that I showed in my previous video. So this should say February in some way. I haven't filled in the calendar yet because I've got a calendar for February in the back book. So I'm going to transfer everything from there to here and fill in the weekly boxes so that I know what I've got going on, what's on the horizon. So this is my first weekly for February. Of course today is still January, but I change books at the end of a week, so on a Monday or on Sunday evening change books. So I've set up all the weeklies, drawn out like the structure, and I've got my next action pages set up. It's the same as my last book, my January book, and my new tracker. I track exercises and my temperature and, well, some cleaning. And here we come to the memory pages, the weekly memories. So I'm moving into a different palette. You know, pink is really for March for me, but January I sort of I started early with the turquoises and the pale blues in January, so I'm sort of starting early with the pinks in February. I do have some turquoise pages as well, but this one turned out a bit weird because this book was supposed to be the April book, so I started making them green because April is green for me. But, you know, it became a February book and I had to work with it. So this page is a bit different from all the others. And this is really a March dress. So I'm really sort of what's it called when you do things beforehand, before you should. So this is the spread. These are my daily lists. These were the memories that I fill in after every day. These are the spreads that I fill in the morning. This is morning thoughts. So the first thing I think about when I wake up. I was stressed this morning and now I'm tired, so that might have something to do with it. Then my gratitude. My wins, and everything is for the day before. Today's bonus, or rather yesterday's bonus, which is, I added this. I didn't have that in January, but sometimes my husband and I have had this habit of talking about today's bonus, which is just something that was a bit better than usual. Like something arrived in the mail, or someone was on time who was always late, or something, you know. Looking forward to, what do I want? Big and small projects. Did for myself yesterday. Learned about myself yesterday, and what I want to do for myself today. Oh, and I also have a gratitude list specifically for my husband, and I got that idea from Monique Smith, like all the other stuff in my planner. This is my project journaling section and people sketching section. So this morning I really didn't use a lot of time. I only made like a 3-minute sketch, and I journaled about putting up pictures, because we have a lot of like paintings that we're just sort of storing, and we should put them up. So we're trying to find walls for them, and I wrote about that. So this whole section is for project journaling and sketching faces and figures. Here are my daily doodles, daily doodle section. So I put the weather, and I took a winter walk, which was very nice, so I wrote about that. And let's see, I'm tired, I took a hot bath and it was really nice, and I wrote what we ate, and I did some doodling on the edges here. This is just to remind myself what to write on this page, like quotations, food, film, songs, weather, mood, and events. So I've prepped some pages for that, so that I can write about 27 days, because I will change books on the 27th, since that is on a Sunday, and then the final day of February will be in the March book. These are the development pages, the development section. So I write about creativity, feelings, body, and mental stuff. I haven't filled all this in yet, and I haven't filled in what I wrote about either. I'm going to write walk or something. Yeah. So, and I'm planning to make tiny doodles along this line, so that I embellish these pages, not like this, like big embellishments, but small, like maybe a strand of pearls that I draw, for example. So there's a whole section that I've prepped by inking the pages for development stuff. Then we have the reflections section. I have 14 spreads, so one for every other day, not every day, but every other day. So I'm going to write about things that I read, things I watch. I put the title here, a reflection, how to apply it in my life somehow, and then like a mantra or motto or a reminder to do something that I've written about here. So I've started watching this series while I'm cycling on my exercise bike. So I'm going to write something about it. It's sort of cleverly done so far. I've only watched 2 episodes, so I think I'll wait with writing my reflection until I've seen more. But I have, as I said, 14 spreads prepped. This is just half prepped, because I do want there to be a lot of prettiness on these pages, because I don't want to doodle or anything when I'm writing reflections. I want the pages to be ready for my writing. So I have quite a lot of work to do here, as you can see, because these are just inked. I love this. I love these pastels. This is my routine. My morning routine, my lunch routine, and my evening routine. It sounds, I sometimes think it sounds so silly to have a routine, but as I've got older, I really appreciate having a routine and sort of starting my day right and getting in the right frame of mind. So I have coffee, less now. I only drink this much. I used to just pour coffee down my throat, and strong coffee, because I'm Swedish, so it's none of your like Starbucks stuff. It's strong coffee, but I'm reducing that for reasons. I write my morning pages. I have silver tea to replace the coffee I don't drink. Then I write my daily lists, as I showed you in the beginning here. days. I do my project journaling and my sketching. Sorry about that. Where was I? Then I make porridge. I sort laundry. Sometimes I exercise in the morning, like my back and knee and stuff. Then I bring my iPad downstairs because I need to do the dishes downstairs, and if I have my iPad down there, I need to go get it because I need it for lunch or after lunch when I go cycling. So then when I go downstairs, I'm reminded to do the dishes. So that's working quite well so far. I'm sort of tricking myself to go down there so that I see how awful it looks. So lunch routine, do the dishes, have lunch, read, cycle. I cycle after lunch. This is actually something I realized because I did this development journaling, because I realized I was writing one day, I really don't want to cycle, but perhaps I should. Maybe I'll feel better after lunch because I was so tired. And then I cycled, and then in the evening I wrote on this part, the physical, the body section of the development page, that, oh, I really felt better after cycling. So, and then I realized, oh, I wrote about that this morning. Is that like every day? Do I feel better after cycling every day? And then I started paying attention because I journaled about it, and it turned out that yes, my food coma gets better if I cycle after lunch. So when I start to get tired, instead of, lying down and resting, which is what I feel like doing, I go to my bike and I cycle for 45 minutes and I feel better afterwards. So it's so counterintuitive, but it's something that I realized through journaling. So it really is not just some frivolous thing, a hobby. It really helps to get to know yourself and, get better at things and stuff. So yes, then while I'm downstairs to cycle, I also do the laundry because that's down there in the cellar. So that's kind of habit stacking. That really works well because I don't like going down into the cellar only to do laundry because that feels like but when I go down there to cycle, I can take the laundry at the same time. Evening routine, I do my daily doodles. This. I do my developmental journaling, this, and I do the memory page. So I've written that I was tired, but it was sunny. I continue drawing on the sketch that I did in the morning. So I sketch really quickly in the morning, and then if I feel like continuing, I can do that. But I need to leave it, during the day and then come back to it, because then I sort of get fresh eyes. I can see it in a different way. So, I can see what I did wrong or whatever and make it better. Then I have dinner and we do the quarter of an hour tidying up, organizing around the house. Me and my husband do a quarter of an hour a day where we try to get things in order because our house is kind of messy. Then I do room cleaning. I have one room per day that I also track over here. Room. So Mondays, that's bathrooms. Tuesdays, TV room, and so on. And I don't have to do a lot. I can pick up one thing and put it in its place, and I can, make a check mark that I did it. I did the room cleaning. While I'm trying to build the habit, I really don't have to do a lot in order to have done the habit. And then I do my reflection. This, not every day, as I said, but that's sort of my evening thing. And then we have the random journaling at the end here. That's the final section. So I've prepped some of these pages with washi and bookmarks and just strips of paper cut out from magazines, from wrapping paper, images from fashion books and books about roses and all these pretty things that I like. This is not entirely done. It's just half done. But this is for morning pages, and for emotional purging. If I'm pissed off or something, I can write back here. And I can also use these pages for exploring ideas and brainstorming. And that's it. And here in the back I will write about things that mattered. So I'll make a list here of what stood out during February, what made February. And I'm really loving it. It is a bit thick. I have glued a lot of stuff in here, and not only like thin stuff, bookmarks and stuff, but really thick paper and just sort of collages and stuff. So, I mean, yeah, it's a bit thick for my taste, but it's still manageable, and I don't have to travel to work because we were sent home again because of COVID. So yeah, I'm happy with my February book.